Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at Admiral Ackbar from the Walmart exclusive line of 3 3/4 inch action figures. This guy is really cool, but before we take a closer look at him, let's go ahead and take a look at his packaging. This packaging here is pretty standard for what we've seen out of the Walmart line of figures, and it kind of mimics the 6-inch Black Series packaging as well. It has a really nice picture of Admiral Ackbar down here on the bottom, and then a nice big window so that you can see the actual figure here on the front. On the back here, it's got a brief description of the character. If you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. And then right here, it's got that same picture, but just blown up a little larger here on the back as well. So pretty standard packaging. So let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself here. Admiral Ackbar stands at, let's see here, just under 4 inches tall. So he's right in scale with all of your other 3 3/4 inch figures. And he does come with 2 accessories. The first one here is this little screen, which has a ton of detail on it and some really nice paint work, which is really nice. And then it also fits in his hands, which again is really nice. And then this piece here is nice and flexible, so you're not going to break that as long as you're, reasonably careful with the figure. His second accessory here is this thing. There's no paintwork on it; it's all molded plastic. But it's pretty small, and there's a ton of detail on it. As you can see here, it's about 1 inch long or so. Yet it still has all of this really nice detail on there. So that's really cool. And then of course it fits in his hands. As far as the figure's articulation goes, it's pretty good. It does have some problems, but I'll mention that. Here in the head, he's got a ball peg with a really nice range of motion. You can get it side to side, up and down, which is really nice. And then of course it can turn. And you don't really see the joint unless you really try to, which is nice. So I like that. He's got ball hinges in the shoulders with a nice range of motion. Hinged elbows with a swivel. And then the hinge itself is actually sculpted. So when you've got his arms at rest like this, you can't really tell that there's a joint there, or at least it hides it up a little bit. He does have a swivel here in his forearm, and there's no articulation here in the wrist, which would have been nice, but a little bit repetitive since there's already 2 swivels right here. I'm imagining they did that to save the sculpt of his hands, which I kind of appreciate. He's got a swivel here at the waist, swivel hips with a reasonable range of motion. You can for sure get this guy to sit down like he did in the movie, which is nice. He's got hinged knees with a swivel, and then no articulation at the ankles. That's probably the weakest point of this figure, his ankles and his wrists. But he's not the most active character, so I think they can kind of get away with it there. And overall, I really like this figure a lot more than I expected I would. I got it at Walmart for a rollback price of like $5. And really for that price, these figures are totally worth it. Really great sculpt work and paint, and then pretty reasonable articulation. So if you go to Walmart and you see this guy on rollback, I definitely suggest picking him up because he's a really cool figure. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.